How to create a content strategy for social media. This is critical that you do it in the right order. I'm going to teach you about calendaring. I'm going to teach you all sorts of strategies on how you are going to absolutely crush it. But you got to have all the content. And by the way, it's right here. You just have to take it out and put it on paper or on a video. Those of you who stay all the way to the end of my video, I'm going to give you my number one strategy for content creation. So today we're going to talk about 5 things. So we're going to talk about several things today. We're going to talk about how do you set goals. We're going to talk about how and where you publish your content, what's the right platform. So we're going to talk about how long does it take to create your social media content, and then how do you come up with those ideas so they last, your followers engage, and you keep it going consistently. And there is one of the biggest tips is your consistency on social media posting. And I'm going to say to you, especially you moms out there, you parents out there, social media, when you get into business in your small, medium-sized business, like I'm the Millionaire Maker, we have integrated wealth systems, we have Ask Loral, I have Loral Langemeier. You don't see much about my family and my social life. Like that's just not where I post. I post business, I post content that you're wanting to engage in. The reason we're more marketing centric lately, NIL student athlete centric, is because of our engagement. So that's where we're getting the ideas from. So let's begin at the beginning. So how do you set goals for your social media content? Well, first of all, you got to know your audience and what's the topics you're going to cover, when are you going to cover them, how consistently you're going to cover them. Every social platform has insight tabs where it tells you when is your followers following you the most, when is your best time to post, so you get the most traction, you get the most engagement. Another huge thing about setting goals is how often are you going to engage. I know a lot of people who set a lot of posts, there's responses, there's likes, but then there's no engagement. So our engagement is about following up, right? That's a huge strategy for us to pull people in from following us into our database and actually onto a phone call where you can actually make a sale. So a lot of you're just posting casually and then not going back and engaging. So another thing you want to do is set SMART goals. They're specific, they are measurable, they're attainable, achievable, they are realistic, and they have a timeline to them. So about every 90 days, you set a goal strategy for what do you want to focus on. So if you've noticed in 2020, we've had a variety of chunks of topics, right? We had Make Your Kids Millionaires. We were posting forever until our book launched about that. Then we moved to the NFTs that went with our book launch. Then we moved into our NIL, our student athlete, our pros, our coaches, that conversation, because we're doing more and more with schools and that audience, and we're going to create more engagement. How do they get paid? My heart and soul goes out to the NIL guys. They don't get paid right at all, and none of them are out here doing social work properly. And then, as you see right now, we're doing a lot for our Gen W conference. As we wrap the year, we're going to do more in marketing. So we have these goals around the year and around different topics. Now, if you aren't a super high content and topic person, guess what? There's a day every day that you could celebrate something around. Just recently, my mom texted me, says, Happy Daughter's Day. I didn't even know there was such a thing. There's a Grandpa's Day. I'm sure there's a every day for something. There's Groundhog Day, for God's sakes. I mean, there's crazy days and create content or fun around them. But if you just do fun and funny posts, then where is your engagement? What you're posting about and the goal setting needs to be driven to something. Like, what is your goal? My goal is to get a client. My goal is to get one of you out there, 2 of you out there, 10 of you out there that want to become millionaires, and you come all the way through and we work together personally. You get my cell phone number and let's roll. And we get out of this, distance that we have behind this camera. So goal setting is critical. One thing I'm really, really particular about with our team in goal setting is the growth of the channel. Like, so where did you start? How many followers are you getting per week, per month? Are the followers then becoming clients? Are you actually monetizing it all? That's a statistic that you want to start tracking earlier than later. I know some people are out on channels that are completely the wrong channel. So now let's talk about that. How do you actually decide which platform you're going to put all your content on? So which social channels do you post on? Well, we would suggest starting with 3, right? Start with TikTok. It's the most popular. It's crazy out there. There's so much going on. You want to pick Instagram and YouTube. So those are the 3 that I start with. Now, why? Let's go into each one of them. TikTok. So TikTok is the newest. It's growing very, very quickly. It started with like little dance videos, which, by the way, if you actually dig fairly deep, you can find the original ones my daughter and I did when it was just like TikTok dances. But it has now become business channels, education. We get a ton of clients that are just searching TikTok and come through. Instagram has been here. It's stable. It's solid. You want to, again, do video reels. They do have a carousel that you can do, but your bio's critical in both of these so you can have clickable links out of it. YouTube, everyone's there. It's the new TV. Let's be honest. I don't think my kids have ever watched a normal TV channel in their lives. They watch TikTok. They watch YouTube. If my husband needs to learn how to fix something on some vehicle that he wants to fix or do anything, somebody looks at a YouTube video. So YouTube has become very educational. It's extremely resourceful. This engagement is phenomenal. You're going to get more and more people knowing about you. Now, if you're out there saying, well, I don't have enough content for a YouTube channel, I'm going to say you do. You just haven't gone for it. You haven't really focused on it. I've known about money for a long time. Do I know more because I've 10, 20, 30 years in the space? Yes. But you don't have to have a lot just to get started. And then we take a lot of our YouTubes and we repurpose. We do YouTube shorts. And then we actually go out because of our broader audience and do every other social platform that I think that's out there. So there's a lot that are coming up new, attempting to compete. So YouTube is the second largest search engine because it's owned by Google. So there's Google and YouTube, right? So the largest search engine. Once you get out there, you get some good algorithms, you get some good followers. And again, once you get the followers, you have to create the engagement and the consistency. That's where most people fall down and break down. They want to go take a few weeks off. So do what I do. I take one day a month and I shoot 20, 30 videos. And when I go throughout the week, we'll supplement with other engagement pieces, but you're going to have to plan it. You're going to have to plan it and stay consistent about your content. So the next thing I would do is create a content calendar, which you can plan that out a month, 2 months, 3 months in advance. And again, we've kind of chunked our year between the book and the NFT, the athletes, and now Gen W. And then we're going to head back towards marketing because we need you to monetize. And if you don't have any good marketing, you can't monetize, which it's harder to make you a millionaire. So there's our calendar. But we actually we lay it out in much more detailed form, which video, when. We actually pause certain videos if one video is getting a lot of traction. We've done some duos, which has been fun. We've had other people comment and then we bring them into the video. So we've done some fun stuff like that. But creating a calendar and having your team stick to it creates consistency for everyone on the team. So before I go into how to publish your content and how long does it take and how to come up with the ideas, I want you to subscribe to my channel. So hit the notification button. I want you here every day. Now, if I'm not doing a topic that is interesting to you today, well, I'm going to tell you it should be interesting to you today. I think it's fascinating when people listen to millionaires and multimillionaires, you want to become one, and you think that something we're talking about can just be ignored. There's everything on this channel is critical. Everything on this channel I do, everything on this channel I teach my clients to do. So if there's not some content that you're interested in, then put it in the comment section and we'll bring it around the next time we are up here creating new content, creating new videos for you because I want to make sure you're served. I also want your family engaged. This is the perfect vehicle, probably the only one on YouTube that is as intentional as it is about creating a conversation about money. So a conversation about money starts with any kid 5 and older in your family. They need to listen to the YouTube channel. You ask them questions. What did you learn? What's one lesson? What's one thing we could do to make more money in our family? And keep that conversation going because they're going to need it for the rest of their life. And share it with everybody around you. Not just like it, and watch it every morning. All right. Let's go to publishing the content. So how do you publish content? Well, it's what I'm doing right now. So our YouTube channel is our #1 strategy. And from here, we carve out all sorts of content pieces for other channels. We repurpose the content. We purpose it all the way into articles. So we lead with this, and then we supplement with additional pieces. How long does it take? However long you want. You can carve out a couple hours a day. We actually carve an entire day and do a lot of recording in one day. We actually plan that according to our calendar, our SMART goals, and we back into everything I just told you about. So it's critical that you take this really seriously and be consistent about it. Now, once you start posting your videos and posting your reels, you want to watch the performance. You want to watch the analytics. Pay attention to those inside tabs. Are you actually posting at the right time or when it's a convenient time for you? And have a team that's going to work with you. Don't do this all by yourself. I don't know how many small and medium-sized business owners, you need to do what I'm doing, which is the creating of the content, delivery of the content. And then you have other folks who actually live and breathe in those algorithms inside the calendars and make sure that it stays together. You're going to need somebody that actually knows video editing. I would bet one of your kids do, or your grandkids, or somebody in your neighborhood. Or you can go out online and get somebody who can actually edit your videos to make sure that they are higher quality and actually add some thumbnails and some, content pieces to it. So how do you come up with the content ideas? Well, what are your other peers and competitors talking about? So go follow and model other people. I've been talking about modeling other companies since before 2000, which means find the people who are doing what you want to do and model them implicitly from how they market to you. Do they supplement? Like, we'll supplement our marketing, our online, with also postcards as well. And if you would like our postcard process, you can send unlimited postcards for like $97 a month. And when you got thousands of clients, that goes down to like cents. It makes it worth it. So they're hearing you here, they're hearing you on TikTok, they're hearing you on Instagram. You have all your content, then you follow it with some postcards, you follow it with text, you follow it with email. There's just a constant cycle of communication, which is marketing, to your customers. So how do you create the content? Again, come up with the ideas by following your competitors. What are they doing? And like I mentioned earlier, there's a day for everything. There's a donut day. I'm sure there's a grasshopper day. I'm sure there's an astrology day. I'm sure there is a whatever day that you need to, wrap your head around. When it's Valentine's Day, we'll do a lot of stuff around love and money. When it's 4th of July, we'll do Financial Freedom Day. So we'll wrap around the different holidays some sort of a theme and a topic that gives you some more content that you can think about and talk about. As far as content, doing it all by yourself, I don't do it by myself. We use a team, we brainstorm, we come up with ideas, and we prioritize them and we get behind a camera. All of you can do this. You just have to want it and have a goal. And for a lot of you, it's not just about getting your followers. This is about getting a database at the end of the day that you can monetize to make millions of dollars. So I want you to lean in. I want you to learn. I want you to listen. I want you to do what we're talking about. If you'd like us to do all this marketing for you, go to askloral.com and give us your information, your name, phone number, and email, and say, could you just do all that marketing stuff for me, or at least give me some real mentoring and coaching around it? If you have any other requests, any other question, I'm totally an open book, transparent. Ask me anything, and I will answer it. Talk to you tomorrow.